Okay, so hopefully this is kind of sounding okay. We're at a different angle here. Usually we're up this way, but now we're like that way. So like over this direction. Um, so I did want to pop in and share something that I got from like some tasks from one of my clients. Here, I'm gonna put this over here. Want to make sure everything. Hair is messed up. God, took a shower. Okay. Anyway, so there is apparently a new Apple release. Where are you at? There you are. There's a new Apple release that talks about something. I haven't really dove deep into it, so that's kind of what I'm gonna be doing here. So then we have Hey PostScript family. Next week, Apple is releasing iOS 26. Can you believe there's already 26 updates for the iOS? We're ready for it. We will be making a big public announcement soon with updates to on-site opt-in, which will ensure that one, your list will keep growing at the fastest rates compared to any other opt-in method, and two, your messages end up in the main inbox. So this is a long email, okay? Like, look how long this email is. We're gonna go bit by bit here. This is how I audit, and I'm just kind of sharing everything with y'all of like how I take it like step by step, chunk by chunk kind of thing. So that way I can better understand what is happening and can make like an opinion about it. Okay, so let's go back up here. So we're just gonna focus on this first section here. So hey PostScript community. Next week, Apple is releasing iOS 26, and we're ready for it. We will be making a big public announcement soon with updates to on-site opt-in, which will ensure that your list keeps growing at the fastest rates compared to any other opt-in method. Oh my god. And two, your messages will end up in their main inbox. So if you don't know what PostScripts is, it's a text messaging service that is similar to email marketing. They do mainly text messages. Um, so with this being ending up in your messages, I'm actually going to show it here. So that way you can get into the on-site opt-in. Um, so it's pretty much just like giving you a heads up warning. So this whole email is about a heads up warning that obviously Apple is releasing a new software that I guess targets like filtered messages and whatnot. So if your message from your brand is not um in like a save senders list kind of thing, it won't hit the main inbox, is what it's getting at. So until then, here's what you should know, plus one smart step you can take today to prepare. So it's now bridging the gap into information that you can now read, gather, and figure out the best next move, the next best move on what you should take in order to get into somebody's inbox, even though there's a new iOS update, because sometimes that can actually change a lot of things, and then it's a pain in the butt to try to fix it after everything's already been like set in stone. So we have iOS 26, what SMS marketers need to know. So this is now giving you like information of Apple, like what popped into like an alert system that they read, because what so it's like a TLDR of like the snippet that's highlighted on the screen. It's a snippet of something that gave them a red flag. So this may be something that can impact your business, and this is why they're relaying this information to you. So Apple iOS 26 introduces UI, so user interface. UI is user interface updates, which makes it easier for users to find and enable the screen unknown senders feature, like I just showed you. If a user enables this feature, their text threads will be organized into separate inboxes with known senders ending up in the main inbox and unknown senders into another box or inbox. How do you get your brand in the known senders list? So now they're gonna give you some information of how to prepare yourself for this update. I don't know if this update's already happened. I mean, it shows it on mine, but I just got like a spam email, literally a scam email of somebody trying to make me click on a link and get my bank information and all of that. And it's just like, you just sent it to 10 other people as well. I don't understand how that's even like sensible. I don't know. They didn't think about that one, obviously. But anyway, so let me see if they have already gotten to the iOS 26. So it's like things like this, you just need to take a step at a time. You can't, when you're, doing a task for a client or even your own business, you need to take a step back. You need to go step by step, line by line, figure out what information is actually being told to you, analyze it, figure it out, like make like your own opinion about it in your mind with the new knowledge that you read. You internalize it, analyze it in your head, make an opinion, and then you take the old information and apply it and see where it bridges the gap, what makes sense to you, what doesn't make sense to you, stuff like that. So, let's see, the software update. Okay, so it wants me to actually update. So this is iOS 18.7, so I guess I'm very behind. I don't know. Oh, also available, upgrade to iOS 26. So I have this actually on here. Did they give you, no, they don't have, I feel like a clickable link would have been good. Let me get out of here. Hold on. Hold on, hold on. iOS 26 update. So we want to actually go to Apple, and if you want, you can definitely read the information on it. Here. This is just all the information. Oh, okay, so this is actually. Oh, see, that's confusing. So I just see like the phones straight off, and I'm just like, oh, this is for the iPhone. No, it's the actual software. New look, even more magic. We will go over this on a different video because this is web copy now. We will be doing a web copy audit. That's what we can do in the live. And if you don't know what the live is, it is a audit that I do for an hour within a community, my school community. I will share the information below in the description. So if you want to join, this is a women only community for copywriters and business owners, for women entrepreneurs. Um, if you're a woman or you're a mom and you stay at home, or you just need help with getting extra income or to better your life and actually get out of your situation, like me. um, be sure to join because we will be doing a lot of fun things. I have like gamified versions of learning copywriting, um, as well as other fun things. Okay, sorry about that. Had a phone call. Anyway, oh Lord, he might be. Ugh. Okay. um, so we will be doing like live web audits, copywriting, just like emails, stuff like this, web copy, and just going over like different things and whatnot. So, thought it was another phone call. But yeah, so pretty much when you're doing copy, I'm gonna make this video kind of short, but I did want to say that actually we're gonna go ahead and all right. So now with the how do you get your brand into your known senders list? There are several ways your brand's number to be marked can. Okay, I'm a little confused how it's written, but there are several ways for your brand's number to be marked as a known sender and end up in the main inbox. So, subscriber saves your number in their contacts. Subscriber marks your thread as a known sender, which is a button that will appear under messages if the user has the feature enabled. Okay. Okay. I think this isn't really a new thing because I get all of this and I haven't installed it to the new update yet. But the new update is out, so it's best to continue planning. Subscriber opts in using a keyword or QR code. Subscriber engages in conversation within your brand. So I wanted to kind of give like a quick little tip when it comes to the conversation with your brand. So with postscripts or even it's easier to do with postscripts because people like text all the time and whatnot. So one thing that we did was this helps with like segmentation. Like this helps with segmenting your audience and your subscribers and everything. So we'll say, where is it? There it is. We'll use Body of a Goddess, my favorite brand for moisturizing your skin. Um, so with her company, I had made, I think it was like a Valentine's Day thing. So it was like people that were single, people that wanted to buy something for their friend, or people that wanted to buy something for their boyfriend or girlfriend, right? So she does have a men's line as well. Um, called Body of a God, but it's under the same shop name. It's just the men's section on the store. Smells heavenly, by the way. But anyway, so with her company, what we did was we made, three different options. You could either send A, B, or C, and it would segment into different links that carried you different areas of the store. So that's a way that you can segment, audiences and like figure out, different ways and it lets the customer reply. But I will share it on the screen here. Okay, so anyway, um and then we have time sensitive messages, including on site opt in, one time passcodes, temporary appear in the main inbox. And then they have two coming soons, which is Postscript's on site opt in updates to support known sender filtering. And then Postscript features to incentivize previous subscribers to move from unknown to known sender inbox. So there may be, okay, so the first one, we're going to talk about the first one. So the first one, it gives me the feel just by reading it. It gives me the feel that they're working on um, having like a feature on their site that helps you determine if you will be in the known senders or the unknown senders. So it's kind of like, I guess, an opt-in update that is kind of used to help combat this whole, new situation going on, which is very helpful. So that way you're not wasting like, a lot of money sending out a text message that doesn't even get read because it was in the unknown senders, right? And then we also have the Postscript features to incentivize previous subscribers to move from unknown to known. So maybe there is a mix up, because obviously with new rollouts comes new bugs and new bugs. Obviously, this is a bug. Okay, so we have the subscribers that were previous before the new update. Now they're in the unknown senders list, and that is a problem. Okay, so they're giving more information, more tools and resources and ways that you can actually get your messages from texting your client or your subscribers and figuring out the best way to move forward, right? Which is the known senders box. So one thing you should do as soon as possible. So you want to send a contact card campaign. So this is pretty much with like iOS, especially iOS. You can send contact cards and then you can like click on it. It asks you like, do you want to create a new contact? Do you want to update an existing, stuff like that. Just adding somebody to your contacts list, obviously. So it's a contact card that is like easily like click it and boom, 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 it's done, right? Um, and then encourage them to save the number so you can guarantee sales. And then like open rates and everything like that. Adoption will screen unknown senders affect your messages overnight. While we expect adoption of screen unknown senders to increase with iOS 26, it's impossible to say exactly how many iPhone users will enable it or how quickly. Apple hasn't released adoption data or forecasts. Here's what we do know. So, this message right here popped out to me. I am all about data, okay? So, if there's data out in the open, you need to find it. You need to figure out resources and best ways to find these data information things. Okay, so like with Apple hasn't released an adoption data for or forecast. Wait, they do that? Where? So this is where you need to find that because you're gonna need this not just for Apple but for any company, any industry, any big like change that impacts how you communicate and interact with your audience, like Apple, cell phones, iPads, computers, stuff like that, right? So these are things that you need to understand. So when you go here at the first of this video, it tells you what is available, right? So you can, I guess iOS is just iPhone, I guess. I'm still kind of new to this whole thing. So I feel like there's going to be something similar to this, obviously, with like the iPad, the Mac. Let's see. Mac OS Tahoe. Oh, sorry. That's just silly. That's a car. That's a car. Get out of here. I'm sorry. Let's see. So it just has the Mac. I just figured that the iOS was just kind of like iPhone. That was it. Or just like not iPhone, but like Apple just entirely. But I guess not. So, um, so released adoption, but yeah, so that's kind of the main thing there. Figure out where their data and like their forecasts and stuff, because apparently that's like information that's free out there that you can just research, but you're gonna have to do some digging for it. So that's definitely something that you will want to do for future reference. The feature will remain off by default in most regions, including US, Canada, and UK and Australia. Eligible iPhone users update to the newest OS over the course of months, not days. You know why that is? Because the iPhone stops working. They force you to do this because it's just like they turn off all the other functions and it's horrible. Can't do anything. Your phone starts glitching out. Um, Reported bugs and user experience. UX is user experience. Friction for this feature may slow user adoption. So, yes, there may be some immediate impact, but widespread adoption will take time. In the meantime, we will be innovating new features that prioritize your placement within the node and sender's inbox. List growth. Will on site opt in still work? Yes. Apple has confirmed that one time passcodes still show as lock screen notifications, display in known sender's inbox for 1 hour, and then trigger autofill as expected. Okay. Okay, PostScript's patented on-site opt-in will continue to be the most effective way to grow your list, with up to 30% higher opt-in rates compared to 2-tap and up to 2 times over double opt-in. And next week we'll be sharing major product updates to further support iOS 26. For further clarity on any of the above, please reach out to the CSM for our support team. As always, we're taking proactive steps with both PostScript team and the e-commerce innovation alliance to support you through industry changes. Stay tuned for more updates next week. Adam Collin and okay. So, with all of that information, that is great information to know. Um, it's definitely geared towards like a B2B feel. Obviously, you're sending messages to other businesses as a business, providing a service to other businesses. Um, it is a B2B for sure. And I really enjoy like the sections that they have. So like this is a section, this is a section here. And just like again, breaking it up helps you understand and retain the information a lot better. So we will be doing a live audit on the iOS 26 software update and just going over step by step of each thing. Each section, obviously, you can see that the sections are different. That is a big indicator, right? But we will definitely be going over that live. If you want to join us next Thursday, there will be a replay of this in the school community. So if you want to watch that, it will be live on the school community first, and then it will come to YouTube. So if you want, you want to join in on those live audits, I do host them every Thursday at 10:30 Central in the morning, not at night. My bedtime is 8 o'clock. So if you want to join, again, this is a women's only community. It is for women copywriters, entrepreneurs, mompreneurs, stay-at-home moms, the whole shebang, right? Um, and we will also be having fun games as well that will be inside the community, coming hopefully by next week, next Monday. But yeah, so we will have that, and I hope to see y'all in there. Until then, I will see y'all on the next episode. Bye.